Hello everyone, in this video I am going to be instructing you Python programming language. Python is a very popular programming language. It is very easy to learn because its syntax is pure English. For all the series of this Python course, there's going to be an exercise and I'm going to provide a solution for each. Don't worry, I'm going to make it easy to learn. Just follow this video step by step and let's get started. Now, the first thing to do is to install a Python IDE, which is Integrated Development Environment, which enables the user to run his or Python code. Now, open your browser and head to python.org and click on the download button. Now, this is download the latest version of Python, Python 3.9.4. So just select your platform here. This is looking for Python with a different operating system, Python for Windows, Linux, Mac operating system, or others. So I'm using Windows operating system, so I'm going to be selecting Windows now. Now this is Python 3 release, Python 3.9.4. Now I've just selected this. Now scroll down. We have so many files here. From this option now, you're going to be selecting your architecture, your operating system architecture, which is 32-bit or 64-bit. I'm using 64-bit operating system, so I'm going to be selecting 64-bit. So if you don't know how to check your system architecture, I'm going to be showing you how to check it now. Just open your file explorer like this and right click on this PC, then click on properties. So it's going to pop up settings. Now this is it. I'm using 64-bit operating system. So just select this Windows installer 64-bit. It says I have already downloaded it. So let me just add duplicate to the existing file just for it to download. So start downloading. Now this is it. The download is very fast. So I'm going to pause this now just for it to download finished. Now download successful. Just open it. This is it. Install Python 3.9.4 64-bit. This dialog is the same thing as other platform dialog, which is other operating system. So you need to check at Python 3.9 to path, which is in path environment and variable. Now click on the customize settings. Now this is it. If you want to install the Python documentation, Python docs, that is, if you want to be reading Python commands, like you want to learn as a beginner, you'll be needing the Python documentation. Now this is pip. So pip is very useful to install the Python package from just a site or anywhere, mostly from PyPy. So this is TCL, TK, and IDLE. Install Tkinter and IDLE development environment, and this is also very good. You're going to be using the IDLE shell to run a single line command in Python, and this is Python test suite. Install the standard library test suite, and just click on next. Then this is precompiled standard library. You don't need all these, and if you need them, you can just check them and download debugging symbols. So they are not recommended, just leave them like that. Now this is installed. Just click on install. So we are installing Python now. This is standard library 64-bit. And also it might need administration permission. Just click on yes if it's asked. This is setup was successful. It means that we successfully installed Python. Now just click on close. Now to check if your Python has been installed correctly, you have to click on the Windows button and search for Python. Now we're going to be using this IDLE Python 3.964-bit. Now click on open. This is IDLE shell, which is a Python shell, which enables the user to execute a single line command. Now to print something to the screen in Python, you have to type the print function with your two parentheses and your quotation marks. You can either use a single quotation mark or a double quotation mark. Now let me put that into code. You have to type print, your two parentheses. So inside these two parentheses, you will have to use a single quotation mark or a double quotation mark like this. Mostly, if you're using a single quotation mark, you're going to define a character. Let's call it character. In other programming language, you have to use a single quotation mark to define a character, like you. Okay, but in Python, they are all string. So you can either use a double quotation mark or a single quotation mark. Now, let's say that hello world. Now, let me print my Python code. This is an hello world. Now, to create a new file in Python, you have to click on this new file and save your new file. Now, so just name your new file. So I'm going to be naming my new file as hello world, like this. So you cannot just name your new file as hello world and save it like that. You have to use the Python extension, which is .py. This is hello world.py. So this is the Python extension. Now click on save like this. Now you can run your Python code not just on a single line. You can run your Python code inside this file. Now you're gonna call it a script. Now let's print hello world like this. Print ABC like this. Print 5. Print 3.9. Now let's run the Python code. So this is run module. Just click on, you can just click on F5 to run your Python code if you're tired of using your mouse. So this is the output. We have hello world, ABC 5 and 3.9. Now looking at this code, this is a string. This is a string also. And this is an integer and this is a float, which is a double in other programming languages. So Python doesn't have anything like double. It is always float, and that is it for Python. Now to leave an empty space for your Python program like this. Now let me cancel this. So you can just type print with your two parentheses, just leave it as empty. Then let's run this Python code. You see. Now this is the output. Hello world, the space, ABC 5 and 3.9. Now this is hello world. If you're going to be this hello world, you want your world, this world, to be in a new line of your text. Now just add this /n, which stand for new line. Now just like this, and let's run the Python code. Now this is a hello world, which actually runs correctly. Now we will be moving forward in my future tutorial videos. This is all for Python introduction. The next video will be, we're going to be working with variables and also data types in Python. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.